My name is Rob Basso, and as a successful entrepreneur, I've been involved with hundreds of businesses and learned from their owners what makes them tick. Today, I'm on a mission to help entrepreneurs examine the challenges they face and find solutions to make their businesses even stronger. This is Basso on Business. LaMantia Gallery is a fine art establishment located in the Harbor Village of Northport, New York. LaMantia has been in business for many years and is now trying to take the business to the next level of success. I met with Rob Bluver, one of the partners at the gallery, to uncover their challenges and offer solutions. Why don't you tell me a little bit about what LaMantia Gallery is about?
Well, I'm happy to say that we are going our 21st year in business. We have a great selection of about 35 different artists in the gallery, and that's just one part of what we do. We also do a lot of commercial framing as well for corporations and businesses.
Do your clients run the gamut from someone who's looking for an inexpensive small painting to someone who's looking for original?
We run the gamut from what we would call an original oil painting, which is a one-of-a-kind piece, and we have a mix of that to limited edition pieces, which means that it's different price points, so we can satisfy anybody in terms of a budget. I actually have generations coming in, from parents to children, that are now starting to collect art, so it really is very much of a relationship type business. My ultimate goal is to go to a new market, which means that I want to become a business-to-business business where I can go to other art galleries and sell and represent other artists that I feel strong about, that I believe that I could develop into national, even international artists. I think my challenges as a business is, although my business is strong and stable, I feel like for my 5-year plan, my growth, where I want to take it to the next level.
Do you actually have this plan written down, this master plan? The plan is in your head.
How do I take my business to the next level? And I have ideas about that, and I would love to someday implement that.
You must be a very busy guy. It sounds like it's like 3 or 4 businesses built into one. How do you manage all of that on a day-to-day basis with only a few people working for the entire organization?
You know what? That's one of the challenges that I deal with every single day of doing business.
What effect does that have on your bigger plans for the business, your 1-year plan and your 5-year plan? It sounds like that could be a significant hindrance to get you where you want to go because you're so busy putting out these fires.
Absolutely. The budgeting, the billing, all the things that you have to do to run your business. However, that does everything else that you want to do to help you grow your business will take a back seat to that because you have to get those things done. During my discussion with Rob, I uncovered what LaMantia really needed was a business coach. So I reached out to Pete Krakavainer from Pinnacle Resource Group to assist me in formulating the best plan of action for the gallery. I filled Pete in on how this local entrepreneurial venture has aspirations to be a national player in the art industry.
That's always the most fun about working with entrepreneurs, that image they have of where that business is going to go. So the idea is to take that image, okay, and get those ideas and concepts really crystallized in their heads and then create the blueprint to take the business where they want to go.
Well, how do they do that?
Well, it's about putting structure around their business to get to that next level, which is hard for entrepreneurs because the reason why they're entrepreneurs is they like the freedom. They like to be able to do it their way, which is great, okay? But they have to, in doing it their way, create some structure around their business so they can bring the other people they need into the business to help it grow. Our first step with this would be to really understand where do you want to take this business, and then we'll create the roadmap of how to get there.
See, the challenge is, you know, it's one thing to have it in your head, and it's another thing to actually put it down, because once you put things in writing, it almost forces you, just by, you know, the sheer magnitude of writing it down, to say, okay, these are the things that I need to do, and this is how I'm going to do them. I know in my everyday life, if I don't make lists, if I don't put little tasks to do, it's just like my wife asking me going to the grocery store. If I don't write it down, it's really probably not going to get done. And it's the same thing in business. I mean, we had an event a couple weeks ago, and I wrote down my goals, what I expected to get from that event. If I hadn't have done that, how could I possibly feel that I got any value out of what actually transpired? But that's only one of the challenges. You do a lot of great things here. Okay, so you've got a wonderful fine art gallery. You do commercial work, you do residential work, and you do, you know, fine art framing. But not every one of your clients knows that you do all of those things. Yeah. So, you know, Pete, what do you think we can help them with that?
Well, I think the idea is to be on message to each different business segment that you do business with. So I think one of the things maybe you need to start thinking a little bit more about is look at your business segments, the multiples. You deal with corporations, you're dealing with users coming in out of the neighborhood, as well as nonprofits, and then going to people's homes.
See, my biggest challenge is that I know I have 4 distinct businesses going on. Which of the 4 do I prioritize and at that moment concentrate on? If I'm concentrating on marketing and selling my art, I'm not focused and selling my framing.
If you've got 3 different lines of business or 4 different lines of business and you're only marketing 1 or 2 of them and then the others people kind of find out about, you can't expect to have much success from those other parts of the business. So that's a decision you need to make, which one you want to lead with, which one is a, oh, by the way, we also do this, or do you have the wherewithal to say, we can sell all these lines and we can sell all of them really well.
Where's the greatest opportunity that you see coming up in your business? And then also, where's the greatest strength that you have in each one of those business segments? So when you line up your greatest opportunity with your greatest strengths, you're going to get the most power out of your business. On the other side, whichever is the weakest part, let's just make sure it's not going to hurt us.
But let me ask you a question. Once I put the structure in place and I write out how to develop a national sales organization and hire regional managers, so what do I do with the gallery? Who do I, this is my baby, like, do I just leave it and
That's the real key. You've really hit it on the head. We need to keep the gallery here as good as it was running while you were here doing it all. And now that you're going to go on to this new task of starting the nationwide operation, you have to really take everything that you and your partner are doing now and redistribute those tasks and those objectives to somebody new. And then do the same thing that you're doing with this business plan, and that is, let's write down everything we need this person to do to be very successful.
Like responsibilities.
Responsibilities. And then once I find them, how am I going to support them? Because you just can't say, okay, here's your list of everything to do. You have to make sure they understand it, you train them on it, and give them the support so that they can be successful in expressing themselves in this new position which you've created.
I need to be able to realize that I don't have to do it all, that I could actually take somebody and with the proper training and hiring the right person, I could actually relieve myself of doing some of the day-to-day operational things and sort of move on to the next level.
The idea of a business owner running a successful business but yet wanting to take it to the next level is pretty common. The thing is, they have to extract some of the things that you're doing from the business, delegate it to somewhere else, and as an entrepreneur that's difficult, in order for them to go on to the new next level of the business. So that's his challenge, and I think we can hopefully help him with that.
What's most impressive about LaMantia Gallery is that they've been around for 21 years building a solid business. I think LaMantia Gallery can certainly overcome the challenges. Pete and I worked real hard formulating some good ideas, and the best part is they're willing to listen and they have an open mind. And they're really on the precipice to have extreme growth this year.
This is Basso on Business.